Hi, I'm Hazel. Now you've had a chance to see me and my friends in our Winter on Watership Down adventure, let's go behind the scenes to see how this story and the ITV series was made. The story begins in a real place called Watership Down. It's a very beautiful green area in Berkshire in the south of England. A place which provides an idyllic home for hundreds of real rabbits. It was here, over 25 years ago, that the idea for the story came about, when a man called Richard Adams wrote a book about a group of rabbits which he called Watership Down. Following the successful release of this book, followed by a feature film, the producers of the new series decided to update this rabbit world for families and children today. Compiling the 26 half-hour stories from which Winter on Watership Down is taken is a major production. It takes more than a year to make and involves a team of more than 100 animation experts. This is the Canadian base where most of the major animation work is planned and completed. While one group is discussing and agreeing on storylines and scripts, others are designing how each character will look and behave. The planning involves minute details such as how the character will walk, run, turn, and how their mouth might move when they talk. Other artists will design the locations and backgrounds that appear in the animation.
The way that we start is to take the characters and really define them in a drawing. Some of the characters you'll see here are originally only written for us, and we never really know what they look like. So in the written form, we get an idea of their personality and what they're supposed to portray. And then when we design them, we try to bring those out. Vervain is a very kind of evil character in terms of he's in pursuit of the Watership Down rabbits. And Primrose is a very kind of lovely, more female. And as you can see, we brought those characteristics out in the design. As static designs, we then have to take the next process and figure out how these drawings are going to interact in terms of a story. We originally presented a script from the writer from which we designed the characters. And from there we have to set up the whole story in terms of film. So what we've done then in the animation style is go to the storyboard stage. And the storyboard really tells us what each scene is going to look like. The background elements, where the characters are going to act, how the characters are going to be placed in the scene, the staging, and how each scene is going to interact with the other to basically make up the shots of the movie. So there's scenes and sequences that come in the storyboard.
Storyboards is the artist's interpretation of the script. The artist decides which shots best tell the story throughout, from shot to shot.
And this is a really important part of the process, and the reason that it's so important is that everybody looks at this. The writer looks at it, the musicians score from it, the voice actors read from it. The story is really told visually, and I've always said a good storyboard works when you don't have to read the dialogue, you just leaf through the pictures and the story gets told out.
The final outcome is about 300 pages, and this is what you get.
The storyboard is put to the test. Trial voices are recorded, and along with music, they're cut together to get an initial feel for what the final version may look like.
It's like the stars have come down from the sky.
Then let's see if the stars are warm. Maybe our luck has turned for the better.
It couldn't get much worse. Never smell anything like it. And they've got a whole pine tree in there. I wonder why.
Oh, who knows why man does anything?
If they wanted to look at a tree, you'd think they'd go stand in the woods.
Hello. Who are you?
I'm Hazel. These are my friends.
Aren't you cold? You look cold.
We are, but we've nowhere to go.
It's Frith's Eve, you know.
Yes, we know.
Every rabbit should be in a warm burrow tonight of all nights. You'll stay with me. Come.
Then the painstaking hand-drawn animation process begins. Once completed, the thousands of individual animation poses are colored and laid onto the painted backgrounds and film. Meanwhile, in London, actors are recording the final approved scripts.
Are you all right?
As none of them have actually seen any animation and have only seen what their character looks like, it's down to the voice director to ensure they know the sort of character they've been asked to portray and to set the scene from which their lines of dialogue are taken.
So it's almost, so that's their plan.
Some of the actors appearing in Watership Down include top comedian Rick Mayall, who plays the hilarious seagull Keehaw.
What are you doing?
Funny man Phil Jupitus plays Dandelion.
Steady on, Keogh. No need to bring the outdoors indoors.
Buttercup, who appears in Winter on Watership Down, is voiced by Dawn French.
Oh, there's lots more where this came from. Care to come along and help?
The youngest rabbit, Pipkin, is played by 10-year-old Elliot Henderson Boyle.
They're gonna catch us, Bigwig.
Don't worry. Help is on the way.
And John Hurt, who plays the power-mad leader of Ephrafa, General Woundwort.
You're a rabbit after my own heart, Captain Campion. You've got them now. We'll grind their bones.
Meanwhile, in another part of London, composer Mike Batt works on the music to accompany the animation. He's been given a full brief on the storylines, and he has to ensure that the music reflects the mood of the story, whether it be happy, sad, or tense. The boy's own Stephen Gately has also recorded the song Bright Eyes, which will accompany the series. It's his debut solo single, and as well as performing the music, Stephen has voiced one of the rabbits, a character called Blackavar.
I quite like this because one of the ongoing things with the rabbits is that only women dig and men just hang out.
Sounds quite reasonable.
Yeah, it sounds perfectly reasonable. So this is more like a checking up on it.
Right.
How are you doing?
How are you doing, Primrose?
When I was told they were doing Bright Eyes, at first I said, right, I have to do it, you know, I really want to do it. And then I said, you know, well, I'm gonna do it. I'm really setting down to do this song. Because I remember when I was a kid, actually singing that song at a school play, getting up with my brother and just like sitting down, I was standing up and just singing the song, Bright Eyes. So it's a wonderful song, a beautiful song, and it's a great opportunity for me, for anybody. So I just really hope that I can do the song justice. That's what I'm going to try to do. You know, when I do the voice for one of the rabbits, they're going to make the rabbit look quite similar to me. So I don't know how they're going to do that. But I'm sure that it'll be really funny. It's going to be a great experience for me because I've always wanted to do voiceovers. You know, do a character and a voice, you know, of a rabbit, something quite cute and small. You know, it's a great opportunity. I'm really, really excited about it.
Bright eyes, burning like fire. Bright eyes, how can you close and fade? How can the light that burns so brightly suddenly burn so pale? Bright eyes.
Back in Canada, the animation's finished. The voice tracks, music, and sound effects are then added, and the final version is ready to be shown on videos and broadcast by TV channels.
Is it a kind of shadow reaching into the night, wandering over the hills unseen, or is it a dream? There's a high wind in the trees, a cold sound in the air, and nobody ever knows where you go, and where do you start? Oh, into the dark. Bright eyes.
Millions of people around the world will eventually see this hit series. But only you, exclusively on this video, will have seen how it was all put together.
How can you close the face? How can the